It's New Comic Book Day. So this one is probably going to be a pretty short video, mostly because I'm not doing a last week's reads and because we had a last month's reads video. But let's start off with Night Fight number 2. This one is the Red Hood Jason Todd issue. I believe this series is like 4 issues in total. So like each Robin, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, and Damian will get their own issue about their alternate reality in their world. I think it would be cool to expand upon their universes a little bit more because I feel like we just scratched the surface of what like Dick Grayson's world is, and then we're kind of moving on to Jason's here. So I wonder if there could be a spin-off of this. Probably not, but I think it would be cool to see. And it would be cool to see these characters come back too in some way or another, especially because we got like Flashpoint Thomas Wayne to come back as like a main character in the main Rebirth Batman line. But I think these characters could be pretty interesting if they're real. I'm almost getting like the case that they're not like really alternate realities or alternate futures and they're just like scenarios in Bruce's head almost. But this issue specifically will be a lot of fun to see Jason's adult like form of Batman, like what his world looks like, what his personality is like. I am really interested to see just like all of them in general and see if this story really goes anywhere because for now it just feels like a spin-off of an event. Like it doesn't seem like a super big thing, which is fine, but it just doesn't seem like something that like matters a lot, just kind of like something fun. Which I don't mind, but I'm just curious if there's like a general point or if it's just for fun. Birds of Prey 28. This one I am really sad about. This is the final issue of this series. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun and good, but I don't think it'll really wrap up the series, unfortunately. I'm guessing that the series just got cut short, so they had to wrap it up real fast here, which I'm really sad about because I really, really enjoyed this series. Get this Birds of Prey by Kelly Thompson in trades if you can. Support it anyway, read it if you can anyway. I think it's really good. It's definitely worth your time. All the characters in this book are really, really good. And I really hope that we see this team again, like not just Birds of Prey in general, but like these groups of characters back together or in some way or another. I know most of these characters are in like other books right now, but I really like the way they're written specifically in the Birds of Prey book. I hope maybe falsely that like there would be some kind of sequel or continuation later, maybe like a year later. I'm just really sad that this team is like going away now. Batgirl 14. I have been talking about this a little bit. This arc and this story is starting to really wane on me. I'm still gonna pull for it because it's Cassandra Cain and I really like that character, but I am really sad that this arc is still going. Like I'm getting really tired of this storyline. I think in the beginning of this series when she's in Gotham, that's pretty good, and I really like her just staying in Gotham. I don't know why she had to have left. I'm really uninterested in this unburied storyline and Shiva's consequences type of scenario. Like I think this story has nothing to do with Cass at all, even with like Tenji's introduction. He has a connection to her, but really it's all through Shiva. Like even if he's secretly like her cousin, which I assume like I don't think I'm really sold on him being her half brother. I think it makes more sense with the way they set it up that he's her cousin or something like that. I think he's a cool supporting character if they flesh him out a little bit more, like personality wise. But I think he's still like a product of Shiva's like actions. Like nothing really in here is cast. Like a lot of the stuff she does is like kind of flowing with emotions. Of like the waves and effects of what Shiva has done, which is a little disappointing. But I'm gonna, of course, stick it through and see, and hopefully this arc wraps up sooner or later, and then we get something more like Cassandra Cain centered. Batman number 4. I'm excited about this series still. It's still pretty early though, but I'm definitely interested in it, especially if my theory of it being about like an aging Gotham, about like what the wear and tear of Gotham does to all these like heroes and villains. We kind of saw that with Croc. We kind of saw that with Riddler. And then I think Batman kind of like we see it in him a little bit. But we'll see with issue 4 if it continues that or if it just kind of hints at it or if it's not really the case at all. I think it is though. We also get this new villain on the cover here. I think his design is pretty uninspired. It's just kind of like a robotic, I guess, like deer or moose looking helmet. And he's just wearing a regular suit, which is just whatever. But maybe like his uninspired design is like a part of it. Like maybe there's a point to it. Either way, I think it'll be interesting to see if he matters that much or if he's like a big part of the storyline or anything like that. I know also in like future variant covers, we get hints of like Bruce on dates with that new doctor character. And I wonder if that is like a ploy of some reason or like a plot. Like maybe they're just doing it for a certain specific reason, or if there's actually like a romantic relationship going on there, which is really weird because I think Bruce has gotten like a new romantic partner like every year now. Like if you're including Detective Comics, because that one just happened like a few months ago or so. But I am curious how she'll play as a part in the story because she's a new character and she seems to be a new player in this. And then I would like to see more Tim Drake. Like I'm not a huge Tim Drake fan, but I don't hate him. I just would like to see him more to see if there's anything that Matt Fraction does with Tim Drake that makes him stand out, makes him more interesting. I think he is probably the most unpopular Robin like right now. It's mostly because they're just not doing anything with him. So I hope Matt Fraction does something with him, and that is exciting. And then finally, I got Batman the Demon Trilogy. This is like pretty big. I mean, like this is a normal size in terms of width, but like it's really wide, which I thought was so weird. But I'm excited about this one. I haven't read this story. I don't know much about it. I just know Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, which I'm excited about because this was like decades ago. This is like a reprint, but like the original story was written like decades ago. And I think there's like three different, I mean, obviously there's three different stories because it's a trilogy, but I think they were like not that close in time when they were written. Like they were several years apart as well. But I am interested to see this because I want to know how Ra's al Ghul, how Talia al Ghul, how they were written like way back then, because I only really know them how they're written right now, like from adaptations and modern like media, like movies and shows, or like in modern comics, like in Damien's comics. So I'm curious to see how they were like, and how the League of Assassins and how the Lazarus Pit, like how all that worked back then. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. I'm also pretty sure that this is like a popular trilogy, a popular set of stories. So I want to know like what makes it popular. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I don't have a lot of stuff focusing on Ra's al Ghul or anything like that, besides like some Damien books. And they're not like a huge part because it's more about like Damien than anything. I think this would be really cool to dive into. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have a huge stack and I don't have like last week's reads or anything. I think I will try to fit in some of these books in here, and then I will organize my individual comics when I get the chance to, and then maybe do a tour on that as well. I definitely need to try to read through a lot of these comics that I have as well on my bookshelf. There's a lot in here that I haven't read yet, but other than that, that's everything I got this week. And let me know what you guys got, and let me know what you guys think.